Hi, Crystal Beta, Simple Listing Solutions. And in the next 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to explain exactly how you can go out this week and start lining up new business. Listing business, buyer business. And buyer business that you can sort of sort through and determine who you want to work with, right? You want to be able to generate enough good buyer leads, right? 5-star buyers. Those are buyers who are looking to purchase right now. They're already approved. They're ready to purchase. They're looking for a house, right? That's the buyer clients you want to be working with. I'm going to show you how to start getting them this week and listings for free. Doesn't cost you money, right? How you can go do it. So this may very well be the most powerful and financially worthwhile 15-minute conversation you've ever had with anybody. That's my hope for you right now. I want you to go get business, and I want you to go do it for free. And I know that that's what you love to do. So there's all kinds of niches that we can talk about, because at simplelistingsolutions.com, I help realtors dig into all the niches. But the niche I'm going to talk to you about right now is for sale by owners, and I'm going to tell you why. Right? You're gonna, when we're done in 15 minutes, you're gonna know how to go make money this week with for sale by owners. Okay, here's the art, the fine art. I'm gonna give you the whole thing right now, you guys. The fine art of working with for sale by owners, with anybody, quite frankly. Lead with a giving hand. Here's what I'm talking about. You can go on to Craigslist right now for free, and you could just go under homes for sale, and then when you get there you can search for sale by owner, and you can just pull up for sale by owners in your county. And when you do, if you click on the reply button, it'll give you a reply email or their phone number. They give you both. And oftentimes in those Craigslist ads, when the homeowner puts that ad up, they'll say no realtors, exclamation point. That's fine, we don't care. Okay, so you can go there right now and you can find them, and you could reply to them. You could also go on to Zillow, for sale by owner.com, and Fizbo.com for free, and you could find them, and you could contact them for free every day. And even if there's only 2 a day, 1 a day, 3 a day, you contact them and you follow the plan that I'm about to give you, because it's free and it'll make you a lot of money, and you can build a business around it. Are you ready? Okay, so in real estate, if you're going to survive, and more than survive, thrive, you have to have character. You have to have integrity. You have to be a professional, right? You have to say what you mean and mean what you say, and you have to always be looking for ways to bring as much value as you can to every relationship, right? And you want to close those transactions with people, but you don't want to end the relationship. You want to be their realtor for life, and you want to stay in touch with them in such a way that they don't mind. They love to hear from you. You're their realtor for life, right? You're in the relationship building and nurturing business. That's your job. Go create new relationships and nurture them. Everybody knows somebody else who knows somebody else, and there's enough business out there for everyone, and there's plenty for you, even in tight markets. Okay, so lead with a giving hand. They say no realtors because they don't want you to call them up and say, hey, I want to list your house. They're a for sale by owner. They've decided they don't want a realtor. They're going to be a for sale by owner, so they've listed it. Right? That's why it says no realtors. Now, realtors will call them up anyway and say, I don't want to list your house, and they'll get annoyed. That's just the nature of life. That's the way it works. Right? And here's another thing that happens. Half of those people, I can't say 50% would be dead on accurate, but I can guesstimate that half of those people, in some cases more, in some cases less, are going to end up listing their house with a realtor. Right? So even though they said no realtors, they end up listing with a realtor anyway. Which one? The one that was probably persistent and the best at engaging with them and developing a relationship and letting them know why they ought to be working with a realtor. Right? And then the rest of them will either sell their house on their own. Now's a great time to do it. They'll succeed, or they won't, and they'll just take it off the market, and they don't want to do anything. And that's fine. That's fine. That's what they want. It's not about you. It's about them and what they want. Your job as a real estate consultant and an advisor is to help people get from where they are currently to wherever it is they want to be. Like when you sit down with a home seller, why are you guys selling your house? Well, we want to move. Clearly, to where? Utah. Why do you guys want to move to Utah? Well, that's where our kids live, and they've got a property where we spend all the time out there, and now we're retired. We love it there. Oh, that's awesome. What do you guys do there for fun? I mean, look, tell me all about it. Got it. So you guys are excited to get to Utah and be with your kids. That's where you want to be. Okay. How can I help you get there? Right. That's my job. And that is our job. We're service providers. We're not commission check getters. We're not deal counters. Right? We go and provide a noble profession, and when we do it well, it's of great value to people, and they appreciate it. Okay, so for sale by owners, you can call them, and you can call them up all day long without them getting upset, because what are they trying to do? Sell their house. So I can call them up and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. for sale by owner, Chris Sylveta, Keller Williams, downtown. Hey, listen, I see you guys are selling your home. I'm looking at it on Craigslist. Beautiful pictures, by the way. Did you take those? Yeah, I sure did. It was great. All right, awesome. Hey, do you have any other pictures that you of the house that you might not have here posted on Craigslist? Hey, could you email them to me? Well, why? Hey, check it out. I'm showing houses this weekend. I'd love to perhaps show yours, but I need to see it first. Is there a time today, like this afternoon, between I don't know, I'm thinking like 2:30 and 4:30 window, or tomorrow, that I could just stop by personally and just check out the yard, check out what you guys did inside, and just kind of pop my head in the door and meet you guys? What would be the best time? Right. That's so easy to do. And hey, listen, if I bring you guys a buyer, you're paying 2.5%, 3%. What you guys are offering a buyer broker commission? Yeah, we pay 2.5%. Well, how about 3? Well, we're paying 2.5%. Well, yeah, but how about if I brought you guys some great buyers and you loved them? Right? Is it sort of dependent on the strength of the offer, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Tomorrow, okay. Well, this afternoon would be even better. Perfect. Okay, I'll see you this afternoon. Great. What did I do? I just scheduled an appointment to go come see their house. Why? They're trying to sell it. I'm an agent. I might have a buyer for it. And even if I don't have a buyer for it, I'm not playing some kind of slick little game. Oh, he's going to pretend he has a buyer and he doesn't have a buyer. No, that's not my mindset at all. My mindset is, I'm a real estate professional full-time. That's what I do. If I don't have a buyer for your house today, that doesn't mean I won't have a buyer for your house on Wednesday or Thursday. I might have 2 buyers for your house. This is my market. I'm a realtor. I need to know my inventory. It's why when homes get listed on the MLS, I go preview them too. I need to know my inventory. You're paying a commission just like the ones on the MLS. I need to know my inventory. You have some inventory. I'd like to come know it. Maybe I could bring you guys some buyers. That's all. Right. By the way, this weekend I'm showing homes, and maybe after I see yours, maybe I could say, hey, that's one on my list. So I'd like to come by and see it. That's so easy to do, you guys. It's so easy to go schedule an appointment to go meet a for sale by owner face-to-face and see their house. You can all do that every day. You can do your research, do on whatever you're going to go look, right? Craigslist and FSBO and all those things I gave you. You're going to do your research. You're going to make your calls. It's not going to take very long. And what are you going to do? Schedule some appointments to go see some houses. You're in real estate. That's your job anyway. Now listen to this. So what are you doing all week? Well, in the mornings I call FSBOs and I schedule appointments to go see their houses. Great. And then what happens when you go see them? Here you go. I'm going to teach you guys right here how to build a career for free. Okay. It's like the art of seduction is the best way that I know how to teach it. Right? It's the art of seduction. And listen, if I'm seducing someone, that's not really, there are no negative connotations to seduction. If I see someone really attractive to me, and I'm down in the Caribbean, and we're at this, and there's tiki torches going, there's great DJ playing music over there, and, everybody's tan, and we're not wearing, there's, hey, I might, you know what I mean? That whole art of seduction, getting to know this person, right? You have to be able to do that, and I'm going to show you how. But that's why when I began this video, I said you have to have, you got to have strong character, right? You got to be a real professional. You got to be a truth teller. You have to have integrity, right? You got to be wanting to be an expert in your field, right? You want to bring all that to people. Okay, so now you go to this person's house, you check it out, you check out their house, and then you're going to have a conversation with them, and you have to be the master of your words, because words, dialogue, that's what develops the whole magic. It's your words, right? So listen, what kind of words? I'm going to give you some magic words that you want to speak with for sale by owners when you're out there at the house, right? And I'm going to teach you this seductive process. Okay, so you're at their house, you're checking it out. Here's what I'm going to suggest you say to them, something along these lines. You guys can turn it into your own story, but just hear the song. Hey, you guys, check it out. I love this place. Have you had a lot of offers on it? What's been happening so far? Okay, because here's what happens typically with for sale by owners. You get like these investor lowball offers, or you get buyers that come along looking for you to carry back a second because they can't get traditional financing through the lender. That's why they're looking at for sale by owners. So have you experienced any of that yet? Right, that's a little consulting, that's a little education for, oh, wow, yeah, that makes, no, not yet, or yeah, we have experienced that, but that's truth, right? And then they say yes or no to that, and I say, okay, it's also a great time to try and sell it on your own because it's summertime right now, people are buying, inventory's tight, the buyers are out there, so if you're ever going to succeed as a for sale by owner, you guys pick the best time to go for it. So I commend you for that, and your pictures look great. As I said, hey, listen, I'd like to offer you guys something for free. Don't get scared. It's not about listing your house. But it's a real win for you, potentially, and it's also a win for me. And quite frankly, it's all about me. Can I tell you guys something? I've got a program that sometimes, depending on the property, I like to roll out with for sale by owners. It's my seller assist plan. And here's what it entails. It entails me doing a free open house for you guys. In fact, like this coming up weekend could be a great weekend to pull it off. And here's what that looks like. I would advertise it online in the paper, get it advertised, get a ton of signs out, and get the traffic over here, right, and manage the entire process. I've got forms. I'll get a lot of feedback from people, their thoughts on the house, what they like best, what they like least, how they feel about the price. They'll give you some good feedback. And I'll manage the entire process, and it's free, and I would love to do it. And the reason I would love to do it is because I'm going to meet a bunch of people in the process. That's my hope. And I'll meet people that are looking to buy a house right now, and for some of those people, your house may not be the house, but they're still going to be looking for a house, and I'd love to be able to represent them in the purchase of a home, your home or another home. And so for me, it's a win, and for you guys, it's a win. Maybe we can find a buyer for you this weekend or the following weekend. Would you guys allow me the honor of doing a free open house for you over here? Lead with a giving hand. Let's talk about for sale by owners for a minute. Stop, right? Remember where we're at on the dance floor so far. I just called them up and said, hey, you're paying 3, 2.5, how about 3? Okay, laugh, maybe 3 if it's great. I'm coming over on Thursday. Okay, perfect, I'll see you this afternoon. I got over there. I looked at the house, right? I looked at the house. I said, have you guys had a lot of business? What's been happening so far? Have you met the investors that want to lowball you? Have you met the people looking? Right? I remember all this because it's a dance. It's the same dance every time. And then they're there, and I said, hey, listen, I'd like to do a free open house for you, but not only for you, for me. I mean, it's a win-win, and I'll tell you why it's a win for you and why it's a win for me. Here's how it works, and I explain it. Oh, wow, that's great. Sure, yeah, we'd let you do a free open house over here. Perfect. Okay, so stop. Sidebar. With a for sale by owner, so far what you have, especially now at this point when they've agreed to let you do a free open house for them, so far what you have is you have a relationship now that you've developed face-to-face, they know you, face-to-face, they know you, with a person who's trying to sell their home on their own. Okay, and it's early on in the process, right? Now you have a face-to-face relationship with them and they know you, and so far you've seen the inside of their house, you've already hung out about 10-15 minutes checking it out by the time you make this proposition. So it's a lot easier for them to say, yes, you can do an open house for us now that they know you face-to-face and they've met you and they sort of have a sense of your integrity and your character and who you are, and you've been in their house already. It's easier. They can say, yeah, especially if you can sell them on the value of that open house. Right. So what do you have so far? Now you have a relationship of a little bit of trust and some mutual respect and stuff starting to develop with a person who's trying to sell their home on their own. And you're going to help them because you're a service provider. You love to help people. That's why you're here on this planet Earth, is to serve and to love, right? And you happen to have a real estate license, and that's the arena you operate in. So you're out looking, how can I serve you in real estate? I see you're trying to be a FSBO. I'm going to let you. Right? Let me help you out. I'll do an open house. It's a win-win for both of us. That's healthy, you guys. It's nice. And you will meet buyers. Remember how in the beginning of this video I said I'm going to show you how to go meet buyers, but high-quality buyers? And what I meant by high-quality buyers, because all people are beautiful, But what I meant by high quality buyers was buyers who are approved and looking to purchase now. Well, who's going to open houses? Right? Those are typically buyers that are approved and looking to purchase now. Right? So these open house events are great ways for you to meet buyers. And it's a great way for you to nurture this relationship with the FSBO along into your next listing if that's the best thing for them. Right? That's why there's some other language that I'm going to share with you right now that you want to learn to own. Right? And it sounds like this. Hey, listen, you guys, I know you've decided to try and sell your home on your own, and I wonder why. Can I ask you guys about that? Now that you've got a relationship with them? Because check it out. Let's circle back. And here's the way to do an open house. You want to do a great open house? I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I can crank it all the way up to 10. I'm not with the 10 is like there's a food truck out front and people are getting, oh, you want a little ticket for the pulled pork barbecue sandwich that's smoking up the neighborhood? Yeah, you got to go inside and see the agent. He'll give you one. Come out here. But I mean, you can do like big event open houses. I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about a smart open house that you could do for a FSBO. And you want to do this at all your open houses anyway. Go down to Staples and buy yourself some little mini clipboards. Create a form, like a little 5x8 card form with questions and boxes that people can fill in, right? What do you think about the house? What's your favorite feature? What do you love about the house? What do you not love about the house? What do you love about the neighborhood? What do you not, what do you think about the price? Is the price too high? About right? Seem kind of low, right? You can come up with your questions that you want, like on a little questionnaire, so that when people come into your open house, you hand it to them and you say, hey, listen, would you take some time as you tour the property here and just kind of fill this out so that I can give some good feedback to the homeowner on what the market sense is about their property? Oh, that's so smart. Wow, you're a smart agent. Hey, thanks for noticing. Don't keep me a secret. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do it here. Here's a little pencil that goes with it. Hey, you have a coffee, by the way, right? You have to make an event. And a nice experience for people, nice music going, cup of coffee, cup of tea, bottle of water. Would you fill out our form? Well, what do you think? What do you know? Right? That's what you're doing. And at the end of the open house, when you can sit down with the sellers and say, thank you so much for the opportunity to do an open house over here. I met some great people today. In fact, I'd love to do another one. I got some good feedback for you here. Look at these forms. One of the things I do at my open houses is I always get feedback. It's so important that we understand what the market thinks about what we're trying to sell. And so I got some good feedback forms for you guys today. Let's look at those, and I could go over those feedback forms with them. Now what am I doing? Now what's happening? Remember, seduction. Seduction. We're already on the dance floor. I'm in their house. I just did an open house. That's the dance floor. Now I'm showing them how cool I am. Check this out. It's just a little thing together, but it's some good feedback for you. And what they see in me is a real expert, a real professional. Boy, this was good feedback, Chris. This was really helpful. Yeah. Hey, can I ask you guys why you guys decided to sell your home on your own? What's the deal there? Did you work with an agent in the past and you weren't that impressed, or just trying to save commissions? Well, now they'll tell you, because guess what? Now they're your friend. And they don't feel a threat from you. They don't feel like you're there asking them for the listing. You've been there for hours giving, doing stuff, right? Well, and they'll tell you. And you can just develop a healthy conversation with them, and you can fish out whether the best thing for them is to list a house with you or to give it a try on their own for a while. Because you're not about you, you're about them. Let's see what's best for you guys. Personally, by default, I think it's best for you that you work with a realtor and you list this thing on the MLS. That's just my default mode. But in this environment, tight inventory, a lot of buyers out there and not a lot of options. If there ever was a good time to be a for sale by owner, now's a good time to be a for sale by owner. I happen to think that you might have more, better, faster success working with an agent. Perhaps not. Right? But here's some language that you need to develop, because in part of this seduction process, you have now earned the right to ask for a kiss. Right? And what does that sound like? It sounds like, hey, listen, you guys, should you find yourself, sometime down the road, I don't know when that may be, maybe it'll be never, maybe you'll get a great offer next week and you'll put your house in escrow. But maybe not. And should you find yourself a week or 2 or 3 or 4 weeks down the road and things aren't going quite as well as you'd hoped, you're not getting the offers you expected, and you think that you'd like to crank it up a notch and work with a local expert, I would love an opportunity to interview for the job of selling agent. Would you guys give me that opportunity? What do you think they're going to say? at this point in the relationship on the dance floor. Would you give me that opportunity? Should you decide you'd like to crank it up a little bit and work with a local expert, would you give me that opportunity? Sure we would. I just want to interview. Sure we would. Thanks. Hey, do you know what we do at Keller Williams to sell homes? No. Hey, could I take a minute and just share with you? Right. One of the reasons I went over to Coldwell, right, or one of the reasons I went over to RE/MAX is 350 agents in our office. We're the biggest. We're the biggest brokerage. In fact, not only are we the biggest brokerage in the county, we're the biggest brokerage in the county significantly, right? Which means, like, I know for me with my own inventory, like when I list a house, like I can go back to my office and start getting things together, put it on the MLS, and I can shoot a broadcast email out to, well, 350 agents. That's 700 eyeballs. That's 700 realtor eyeballs. Boom! And I don't even have it on the MLS yet. I'm still putting it in the MLS, and then I get it on. So oftentimes within the Keller Williams family or the RE/MAX family here, we're able to find, we may have the buyer for the house. That's a nice thing, as opposed to ABC Realty with 4 agents. So that's one of the reasons I went to RE/MAX. But besides that, I'll go into, the bandwidth, and now this is a sidebar, I'm talking to the realtor. I'll go into the bandwidth that I can offer with multiple MLS systems, Realtor.coms. It goes everywhere, because when I put it on the MLS, it's syndicated to all these sites, right? We can really crank it up, right? Get some professional. I'll get a professional photographer out here. We'll get some, if we need to. I can have a drone out here. We can get some aerial stuff and make it look great, right? I can put together a website for your property. We'll market. We'll get it sold. We'll get it sold. But more than that, right? Realtors don't sell homes. Realtors don't sell homes. Homes sell homes. Prices sell homes. It's like the right home at the right price, or the house sells, right? It's the price, right? If the price matches if the value matches sort of the condition of the house, it'll sell, right? And the market will tell you that, right? But what agents do, what experts do, is they help you avoid traps and pitfalls, right? And they help you avoid getting sued at some future date by a dissatisfied buyer, right? Because you didn't fully disclose something that you weren't aware that you had to disclose. We make sure all the I's get dotted and the T's get crossed, and all the proper disclosures are in there, and the contracts are watertight, and handhold the thing through escrow and the inspections. That's what your agent does for you. Right. Once I come out here and take some great photos and get the thing marketed online, it's everywhere. I mean, if the buyer for your house is in China, they'll find it. Or Canada, they'll find it. Locally, they'll find it. It'll be very findable, right? But we bring a lot of value. So you have to have your own 2-minute speech when you say. So the key question was, do you know what we do at Keller Williams to sell homes? No, what do you do? You have to be able to step into that with some real value. Like, no. Otherwise, why would they hire you? I was just giving you some of my own making it up in the moment dialogue that you could perhaps use. Right. But what have I done? I called them up. Hey, would you pay 2.5 or 3? Great. When can I see it? This afternoon. Perfect. I get out there. I love the house. This place looks great. Hey, listen, I'd like to tell you about my seller assist plan. Free open house. It's a win for me. It's also a win for you. Can I talk to you about how it works? Here's how it works. You guys are going to love it. Right. I just did all that. And then after that, I said, here's some surveys. I got some great feedback for you. This is of value. And by the way, here's a bunch of leftover property flyers. For anybody that comes by, you can hand these out. They've got area sales on them. Oh, wow. Thanks so much. Hey, let me ask you guys, why'd you make a decision to sell on your own? Did you work with an agent in the past where you're not that satisfied, or maybe just trying to save the commissions? And they'll tell me. And then I say, hey, listen, well, I got to ask you guys, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask. At some point in the future, should you get a little frustrated with this process and you want to crank it up, and you think, hey, maybe we need to bring a professional realtor onto our team, I would love an opportunity to interview for the job of selling agent. Would you give me that opportunity? Of course they would. Now we're friends. Right? Great. Do you know what we do to sell homes? What do you do to sell homes? And then I tell them what we do to sell homes. Right? Now we're on the dance floor, and that's like a smooch. Right? So if this is a for sale by owner, and it's in their best interest to list their house with a realtor, they have the equity, right, and they have the time, they have the desire, and they just want to sell it, right, then you know what, you're gonna reach that conclusion in a healthy and a natural way, right? I'm just teaching you how to set the stage and get them out there on the dance floor close enough where you can ask, right? And you do it again by leading with a giving hand. Now, let me give you a little strategy. because we've got tools to back up this kind of tactic at Simple Listing Solutions, right? So, and anyway, you could go over to create this if you're not with Simple Listing Solutions, but a landing page, right? Imagine that you go onto GoDaddy and you buy a domain name for $1.50, right? How I help you sell it faster for free.info. I wouldn't use that, it's way too long, but you get the gist, right? Sell it faster.info or how I help you.info, something along those lines. Right? It's $1.50. Right? And then you have a landing page, and on that landing page it's branded. If you're with KW, there's your KW logo and your photo and your contact info, and then there's like a little bio, right? There's your photo. You can even have a video in there, like a 1-minute script. Hi, thanks for coming over here. Listen, I know you're trying to sell your home on your own, and that's awesome. I'd love to help you. This is not about list your house. It's about help you sell your house for free. Check out what I do. It's my seller assist plan. And you could tell them in a little video, plus you could outline it. Free open house for you. What do? I market it online all over the neighborhood, blah, 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 to get great feedback. Why do I do this? Well, it's all about me, really. I meet buyers who don't want to, and it's all laid out on a little landing page. Your seller assist plan, how you want to do a free open house for them. Right? Now what do you got? Well, you got Craigslist, and you got a phone number. Right? So you can call people up, and you can say, hey, check it out, the whole conversation I just had with you. And then you know what you can do is you can send them a text. And the text can say, hey, check out my message from me to you. www. Click. And they're looking at it. Free open house. It's my seller assist plan. I just want to help you sell your home for free. And then they're watching a video. Hi, thanks for coming over here. Like, you could just go onto Craigslist and for sale by owner and those places and get their phone numbers and send them a text message. And they can just say, what? Click. Hi, hey, listen, I'd like to do a free open house for you. Why? What's in it for me? Check it out. It's a win-win. You're going to love it. Oh, wow, this Keller Williams. Wow. Right. So that's a tool that just assists you in that process of working with for sale by owners to do what? Generate buyer leads from your open houses and to convert them into listings. And now let's crank it up another notch. Let's crank it up another notch. The purpose of a listing is to get another one, right? From an open house, neighbors come over, from your just listed that goes out to the neighborhood, from your just sold that goes out to the neighborhood. Well, check it out. Leverage. You got to leverage the for sale by owner. When they say you can do an open house for us, you're going to do an expert professional one, right? You're going to let the neighbors know about the open house tomorrow, right? You're going to have a clipboard so you can walk around 10 doors to the left, 10 doors to the right, 20 across the street, or more. Do the whole neighborhood, 100 doors a day before, and let them know, hey, you know your neighbor's right around the corner, 1172 High Bluff. They're selling their house. Did you see they've got the for sale by owner sign out front? Yeah. Hey, great. My name's Craig. You know, I don't know. My name's Chris, and I'm with Keller Williams. I've got a seller assist plan. I'm helping them get their home sold. For free. It's a cool thing. We're doing a big open house this weekend. I just want to let you guys know about it. It's a great opportunity to come by and see what they're doing. And seller assist plan, what? Tell me about that. Ching, ching. I would love to tell you guys about it. It takes probably 15, 20 minutes. Can I come inside the house? You want to talk about it? I'll show you how it works. Were you guys thinking about selling your home on your own? Yeah. Right. The purpose of these things is to get a listing, right? You want to meet people who want to sell their house. Don't be afraid that they say they want to sell it on their own. They can come to Jesus later. Right? That's good. You guys want to sell it on your own? That's cool. I got a seller assist plan. I can do a free open house for you. Let's do one. Right? Oh, wow, great. Yeah, let's do one. Dance floor. End of the day. What? Right? So from the neighbors. So if you're smart, think about it like this, you guys. When a pilot gets in a plane in LA to fly to Honolulu, he's made the flight 1,000 times. He still goes over his pre-flight checklist every single time. If you treated your business like a pilot treats that pre-flight checklist, meaning you woke up in the morning, you pulled up the FSBOs, you made the calls, you scheduled the appointments to go see him, when you went and saw him, you had the conversation that I'm talking about. Some of them you turned into a next open house. Some of them they said skip the open house, we're going to list it. But you're out there turning over those stones all the time with for sale by owners. And then when you do an open house, you go to your checklist and you go, oh, cool, okay, that means I need a day to get my flyers ready because I'm going to go deliver it to 100 doors around the open house, letting them know about my seller assist plan, inviting them to the open house, right? And then I got to advertise it. If you did that, you got a business. You're in business. You're doing real estate. You're getting listings and you're getting buyers. You're in business. You're getting traction. You're out there interfacing with people, meeting new people all the time. What kind of people? People that want to sell their house. What other kind of people? People that are looking to buy a house. What other kind of people? People that are the neighborhood homeowners of people selling a house that are curious about what's going on. That's the kind of people you'll start interacting with and orbiting around on a daily basis in your real estate life. And pretty soon you'll look up and you'll say, wow, Chris was right. I got business. I got escrows going. I'm busy, right? And then you know what happens? Your checklist starts to break down. You don't call the fit. Well, I'm busy. I got escrows going on. And then the wheels fall off your wagon. Don't let that happen, right? Become an expert of the for sale by owner process. Become the Don Juan of calling people up, getting them out on the dance floor, getting that smooch, right? And then helping them, right, determine, hey, should we put this thing on the MLS? Because I'm your guy if you want to, right? Maybe that's the best for you guys right now. Maybe not. If not, I'll stand back and I'll continue to assist with open houses and anything else you guys need, and watch, and hopefully you succeed. If you don't, and you want to call me in at any time, it's like a wrestling match. Boom, just hit the thing and I'll come in, I'll get a sign out front, we'll get it on the MLS, right? Become the Don Juan of that process, you guys. It's free. Go do good work. Bye.